you make click.
Hello guys and welcome to today's episode, where today, as you can see from the title and the thumbnail, we are going to be on the builder base and we're going to be talking about one troop in specific. Now I want you to keep something in mind. This video is being recorded on the 22nd of July and I honestly have no idea when this video is going to be posted. If any more updates have dropped in Clash of Clans, I'm going to talk about this in a different video, but just keep that in mind. So that being said, let's just talk about the baby dragon in the current game. Without any updates on the 22nd of July. Now before we do that, I have to fix my internet because for some reason it is not working. Not sure what's going on. So we've got this little Wi-Fi signal here, so I'm gonna get rid of it. So I'm gonna be back in just a couple of seconds. Okay, so we are back. So it seems like I'm having a couple of internet connection problems, so I'm gonna be recording with 3G right now. Hopefully it's not too terrible. But that being said, let's talk about the baby dragon. So basically, the baby dragon is such a good troop. Trust me when I say this. Now you do have to upgrade it to a minimum of level 8 for it to actually work really well. But after you've done that, if you've got max baby dragons, then I have to tell you I'm really jealous of you. Now the rest of the troops are also okay, they're decent. We've got the barbarians, we've got the sneaky archers, which can be good on occasions, but then we've got troops like the giant or the beta minion, which honestly in my opinion they don't really work all that well. Now something else which is really interesting about my personal base is that I almost don't have any of my troop maxed out. I only have 3 out of 6 of the troops maxed out, and then the wall breaker is still level 1, and the only things I actually have to max out in my base is the elixir storage and the gem mine, and then I can upgrade my builder hall to the next level. Obviously I could also do my walls, but I'm not quite sure if I want to do that. But that is something I was pretty stunned about because it's so interesting that I've almost got a maxed out builder hall 4, but then my troops are still not maxed out. But anyways, we're going to concentrate on the baby dragon. So now let's get ourselves into a couple of attacks. Now you may have noticed I do have 10 barbarians with me, but I don't think I am going to actually use them, except if it's something that is really useful, but it doesn't look like it. So we're just going to take the 2 more baby dragons with us. So let's start this attack. I honestly, when I attack with baby dragons, I don't really think about what I'm supposed to do. I just start dropping them in random spots. So check it out, just like this. This is all I do, and then I mostly get the victory. Not every single time, but I mostly get the victory. So check it out, this air mine is going to go down because of this one baby dragon taking it out, and the elephant is going to target that baby dragon, but we're going to drop in another one over on the where shall we drop it? I don't really know. Maybe on the archer tower, I don't exactly know. So there goes one of the air defenses. Now the only other air defense we have to worry about is that one on the top. Let's drop a baby dragon on the archer tower. Hopefully we can actually take that out. Come on baby dragon, do some damage, please take it out for me. And yes, there it goes. Now we do have another baby dragon alive, which is going to take out the mortar guaranteed, and that's going to be the 1-star 63%. Actually, wow, check it out, the baby dragon is still alive, so it's going to get us a couple of more percentage points. Definitely not the 2nd star, but we're going to have a high 1-star, a high percentage 1-star. Let's check it out, 69%, 72%. Take out this gold sword for me please, and then it's going to target the town hall, but it's going to be a little too late, and that's going to be the 72% 1-star. Now the bad thing about the baby dragons is they mostly only get 1-stars, and the enemy, it just depends. They mostly won't get your town hall, so you're going to be good to go. So check it out, 53% 1-star, and we got a 72% 1-star. That means we are getting the victory. So the good thing about the baby dragons is they always get a high percentage on the enemy base. Now the bad thing about the baby dragons is they don't get the 2nd star too often. So let's get ourselves into another attack here, see if we can actually do anything. So let's go ahead and I don't really know. So we're just going to drop in the baby dragons like so. So we're just going to drop them over here, and then a couple over on this side, and we're just basically going in a nice circle here. Now this is a maxed out air mine. That means it's going to do a lot of damage. How many shots there? 1, 2, and 3 I believe it should have taken. And there goes another one of the baby dragons, which is going to be really helpful. It may take out the entire air mine. Come on baby dragon, do some damage, and I believe it's going to be able to do that. So 57%, we are up to to 57% right now. Can this baby dragon take out the cannon? I don't think so. So no, 61% 1-star though. Again, it is a high percentage. Let's check out the enemy. So if you can actually protect yourself from the enemy getting the 2nd star, then you're going to be definitely good to go. And check it out, we are definitely going to be getting the victory. Actually no, I wouldn't say that quite yet. The enemy is up to 31%. He may be able to take out all of my defenses. If that is the case, then I'm going to be in a lot of trouble. Let's hope the archer tower is in range of this archer, and yes it is. So that means the enemy is definitely not going to get the victory, because this archer tower is then going to target these archers in just a couple of moments. Once they take out the gold collector, right here, the gold mine, and then they're going to move on towards the elixir collector, and then I believe is when the archers are going to get taken out. So let's check it out, and one of the archers may get taken out. Yes it is. The other one is still out of range, but once it moves on towards the elixir storage, it's going to get taken out. Okay, so there goes the archer. Rest in peace. 53% 1-star, but we got a 61% 1-star, so that means we are getting the victory yet again. And I basically only attack with baby dragons, believe it or not, so that is pretty damn awesome. I would definitely recommend you use baby dragons. Now because I'm full on gold, I'm actually gonna max out my elixir storage, and that is basically going to be the end of my elixir, of my gold trading here, because I won't really have to use any more gold, only a little bit of elixir for my gem mine. And we're going to be doing 1 or 2 more attacks, and then we're going to be ending the video. So this video may be a little shorter than usual, but I still do hope you guys are going to enjoy it. So let's take out one of the air defenses with our barbarians. So oh god, okay, this guy absolutely trolled me, but we're still going to drop in a couple of more barbarians. There they go, and they also going to take out this Tesla. Wow, why did they target the gold collector? Not quite sure what they were thinking there, but anyways, we're going to take out this barbarian king plate. We're now going to drop in our baby dragons like this. So one over here, also one on the Tesla, because the Tesla can be annoying at times. Let's drop in one baby dragon over on the top of the base, and once this baby dragon gets taken out, I'm going to drop in another one just in behind. So there goes another baby dragon, and that's going to take out the laboratory, then the storage, and then hopefully one of the arm camps if possible. So where should we drop in our final baby dragon? I don't exactly know. Okay, so we're going to drop it over on this side on the gem one. Hopefully it doesn't get taken out too early, and there it goes. It's now being targeted by the air defense as well, but it managed to take out 2 defenses and up to 65%. So that's going to be the final result, 65% 1-star. Let's check out our enemy. So our enemy got the 2nd star. That means we are going to be losing this, and yeah, that is still fine. So I did tell you at the beginning, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, that I may be losing some attacks, but that is because I'm not really the best attacker ever. So how long do we have on the boost? Only 30 seconds. So let's get ourselves into a final attack. So let's check it out against Raum right here. Really interesting red name, and this base, is this a build hole 5? I believe it may be a build hole 5, so we may not be getting the victory. I don't exactly know, but we're going to use a couple of more baby dragons. So this base should be really interesting. This is actually a base design which seems to be taken care of, because it just looks legit. I mean, it just looks really good. So basically we're going to drop in a couple of baby dragons on the outside of the base yet again, and I honestly don't know how this one is going to go. I have a bad feeling that we're going to be losing this attack, because the air defenses are placed so well, and the baby dragons are going to have a difficult time getting into the center of the base. So I don't exactly know. I cannot guarantee you we're going to be getting the victory, and we are only up to 34%. Let's check it out. We're going to drop in another baby dragon on the cannon. Let's drop in another baby dragon over on the air mine, see if it can actually take it out by itself. So I believe it can withstand one more shot. Come on, take it out, take it out. Okay, there it goes. So we just clutched the 50%. Can it take out the crusher? No, it can't. No way. Okay, anyways, 54% 1-star, and yeah, I have the bad feeling again that we're not going to be getting the victory, and yes, I already mentioned it, but that is still fine. We can do a final attack. Now I am pretty worried that I'm just not going to be showing you the good side about the baby dragons, but trust me when I say this, baby dragons are OP. They are so good. If you know how to attack with baby dragons, you are definitely going to be good to go. So check it out. We're going to do a final attack. Why not? So we're just going to do this against Rishav right here, and I'm feeling confident we're going to be getting the victory. So this is how I usually do it. I don't really wait on anything. I just spam in all of my baby dragons, and then I close the game, and then I basically just log on again and view the enemy attacker, and he is attacking from the very start. So check it out, already up to 39%, and I'm getting a lot of messages, which is a little bit annoying right now because I'm recording doing a video. But look at this, 50%, and we are now going to be basically at the end of this attack, I believe. Now this cannon was almost down, but not exactly. So 0 seconds left in the attack. Again, a 54% 1-star. Let's check out the enemy attacker. What sort of damage is he doing? So he's also attacking with baby dragons, and look at this. This is what I'm talking about. They are basically, they can get the first star for you. So that's the good thing about the baby dragons, and they can get a high percentage for you. But the bad thing about them is they are having a very difficult time to get the second star. So this video may not actually be titled that the baby dragons are overpowered, but basically the good and the bad things about the baby dragons, because I did mention that also about in the center of the video, that the good thing about the baby dragons is that they can get a high percentage 1-star for you, but the bad thing is they can't really get the second star for you. So those are the two things you need to note on the baby dragons, but they are basically the best troops within the builder base in my opinion. Now I have not used the Night Witch or the cannon card yet because I haven't unlocked them yet, but the rest of the troops I don't really think they're that good. So that being said, I'd like to end the video. So if you did enjoy this video, then please be sure to give it a big thumbs up. Also, let me know down below in the comment section, would you like to see more builder based gameplay, or would you rather see the main village? If you haven't already but you do enjoy my content, then please be sure to subscribe to my channel for daily videos. And with all that being said guys, my name is of course Asascha, and I'll see you next time. Peace out.